So we are going to start by marking out our pattern. After marking out the pattern, before you cut it out, you add your folding allowance at the edge of the two feathers of the pattern. So you add about 0.3 inch as your folding allowance. After that, mark out the tongue from a lining and then gum it to the leather you are going to use for the upper. Then apply gum on the feather edges, then fold the edge from that your allowance to 0.3 allowance you gave initially. You fold it from there. Then cut this and leave a folding allowance at the edge. So you cut and leave a folding allowance on the edge because you're going to fold it over to the lining. So you can see that you just apply your gum, then you fold it over. If you are going to use a thick leather for your upper, you just have to skive the leather and then do the folding. But if your upper is a little bit light, that is when you're going to use this process. So we are done with the folding. So this is going to be attached at the center here with our gum. So that is it. Then apply your gum on your allowance and also round here, that's the tongue, and then you gum the tongue to the main pattern. Then after that, attach to your lining and do the stitching. After the stitching, cut off the excess lining. And with that, the pattern is ready. So next thing is to last the pattern. So place your last on the mark hole 4mm you're going to use and mark out the shape and then cut it into shape. After that, place it to cut out the other part of the foot. Then use it to mark out your sole from another 3mm. And then fold the insoles. Then pin the pattern to your last on these cardinal points. You see the points? So the next point is here on the both sides. Drag it properly. Then you can see when you are done with the last one, you apply gum and then last the landing. Once you are done lasting the landing, remove your pins and separate the upper from the landing. Then you can attach your stiffener. Then cut off the crease. Then after attaching your stiffener, last the upper again and then apply gum and then finish the process of the lasting. So we are done with the lasting process. This is what we have. So the next thing now is to cut off the crease, so you can see it. So let's cut off the crease. So this is the heel we are going to be using. The heel is about 1 inch, and this is the shank we are going to be using, the metal. So this is our sole from NORAD 3 millimeters. Then place it on the shoe. Make sure you set it properly, and then the next thing is to place the heel at this point here and then mark out where it ends at this part, where it ends. Trying to set it properly, so you mark out where it ends at this point here. Take a line at that spot. So after that, we are going to give some gap from the line and then cut off the rest. So hope you can see that. So we're going to carve this point here so that it can be able to go in between the heels. So we have to still cut the edge so that it can lap properly on the heel. So we'll give it a cut here. The cut is going to be at angle 90 in the stand on both sides. Just be careful so that you don't cut more than required. So you place it, you see how it fits. So this is how it is going to fit in. You see it. So with that we are done. Place it on the other side of the sole and then mark it out. The shank is going to be placed here, right here. I'm going to gum it on the insole with a gum. So we're going to place it here and later we'll cover it with Mako. So that is what we're going to do about that. So place this on the other side of the sole and then mark it out. Then cut out Mako and cover the shank. This is marked with 2 millimeters. Cut it out and cover the shank. After that, grind your insole and then you attach your sole. So this is going to be attached at the spot. So you see at the spot. So now we're done with the attachment of the sole. The next thing is to screw the heel to the insole and the sole. So firstly, you use your gum to gum the heel to the insole, and then use screw to fasten it. 2 screws, 2. So this is the screw we are going to be using. It is less than 1 inch. You can see it. So we're going to use 2 to fasten the insole to the heel. So this is what we have arrived at. You can see that. So feel free to drop your questions in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates as soon as the video on how to create the pattern is out. So have a nice day, and see you in our next video.